Today, I want to talk to you about the thin blue line flag and the flying of this flag at the Madison County Safety Building. I support our law enforcement. I admire the commitment officers make to protect and to serve our communities. Our police agencies upstate deal directly with the consequences of bad policies coming from Albany that treat each part of our state the same, although we're definitely not. Times are changing though, and I do support Executive Order 203 that requires a community review of local police practice. But the calls to, quote, defund the police are wrong. This order does feel like another empty mandate that will not lead to meaningful change, but it might. The process of review and planning itself could be a valuable exercise for communities to re-engage with their police officers in a manner that boosts understanding, appreciation, and trust between all involved. I think the American flag is beautiful, as it is. I love to see it flying. As a Cub Scout, I learned about the rules of respecting the flag. For example, it is forbidden to use it as clothing in any way. Now, although the rules do not specifically prohibit artistic changes to it, I have never celebrated any. This is largely why I do not support the flying of the thin blue line flag. I believe the thin blue line flag was designed with patriotic intent, but it was created for a purpose and as a symbol. Symbols are a form of communication. We must be mindful of how that communication is received. Although this flag is flown to proudly show support for our law enforcement, some may not see it that way, even though they otherwise proudly support our law enforcement. Now we come to the Madison County Board of Supervisors' response to a demand to remove the thin blue line flag from the County Safety Building. Instead of seeking understanding to the core of that petition, it was flatly dismissed and the supervisors took, quote, offense to the request. Now, how does this exchange go?
I'm coming to you today to state my grievance, a right prescribed to me in the First Amendment to our Constitution to, quote, petition the government for a redress of grievances.
I take offense to you taking offense and bringing it to my attention.
Democracy is not just the election of officials or the passage of legislation by those officials. Democracy happens in the exchange between government officials and the citizens they serve. If the elections and the passages of bills are the bricks of a building, then the mortar is the interaction around those events. It is what holds it all together. This was a moment for meaningful engagement, but the board whiffed it. Our police, our elected officials, our citizens are all required to participate for the betterment of our society. This is not about win or lose, all or nothing propositions. This is about authentic engagement. I know it is hard to engage with those that we disagree with, but that is what is required to unify, build trust and understanding, and ultimately progress our society towards inclusivity and a more perfect union.